Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Ockwell-Smith, a parenting author and a mum of 4. Today I want to talk to you about the idea of picky eating. So what I tend to find is a lot of babies will eat quite well towards the end of the first year. Actually some can be a bit tricky to start them with weaning, particularly if they're baby-led weaning. It can take them time to get used to it and really enjoy their food. But you often get this sweet period between about sort of 11 months and about 18 months where they eat well. And you think, yes, I've done this right, weaning has gone really well. I haven't got a fussy child like my friends or other people that I know. I've nailed this weaning lark. And then somewhere between sort of 18 months and 2.5 years, your good eater baby suddenly stops eating and becomes the pickiest thing in the world. And you start to think, what have I done wrong? Now the good thing is you've done nothing wrong. This is developmentally normal. Almost all children will go through this. Actually, it's rarer that they don't go through it. So what's happening? Well, neophobia, the fear of new things, is really, really common in toddlerhood. So the fear of trying new foods, because if you think about it, when we were sort of back in caveman times and hunter-gatherers, you wouldn't want your toddler going around and trying all the berries and animals or things that they find on the floor and eating them all, because they could accidentally poison themselves. So by the time they're starting to get really mobile and independent, Mother Nature introduces this protection mechanism, which means that they automatically turn their nose up to new things that could effectively poison them. I know we're not living in the caveman era, but they still have that great protection. Isn't it wonderful? We think picky eating is all bad. It isn't. It keeps them safe. But the other thing as well is when they're younger, everything tastes stronger to them. So as we get older, our taste buds become less effective with things like alcohol, hot foods, hot drinks, if you smoke. But for a young child, for a toddler, everything tastes stronger to them. And also some of them, about 1/3 to 1/4, have something called a super taster gene. And this tasting and this super taster gene really affects a certain compound that you find in green foods, but particularly bitter green foods, so like your kale and your sprouts and stuff like that. And for a toddler or for a preschooler, these green things taste incredibly bitter, much more so than they did to us. Maybe when you were young you hated kale or sprouts or cabbage, but now you tolerate it. That's because your taste buds have changed, but not for the better. We like to think that we've become more adventurous, but actually we just taste less. So what happens is, as they get older, that taste just diminishes a little bit, and you'll find that they will start to take more things. But it's the greening things, the things we really want them to eat, that taste the most bitter. And that's combined with neophobia. And also the fact that foods that happen underneath the ground, so root vegetables, things like potatoes and carrots, and carbohydrates that are like white, cream, yellow, they're all things that tend to be not poisonous or not bitter, hence why they favour them so much. But it's developmental and they will grow out of it.